Words and affirmations are the building blocks of creation, holding the power to shape your reality and transform your life. Being a bridge, words connect your inner intentions with the external reality you desire to create. They carry energy and meaning, transforming thoughts and emotions into actionable vibrations that shape your experiences. By deliberately choosing words that affirm your goals and aspirations, you shift your focus from fear to possibility, crafting a mental blueprint for success. And affirmations are seeds of intention, fostering self-belief, nurturing resilience, and helping you embody the energy of what you desire to attract. As you engage with them consistently, affirmations bridge the gap between where you are and where you aspire to be, amplifying your ability to co-create a life of fulfillment and purpose. Through the transformative practice of building with affirmations, you step fully into your power, reclaiming your role as the creator of your reality. Today's affirmation.
I honor the boundless expressions of the divine, knowing that true connection flourishes in acceptance, not in opposition. I stand in reverence before the vastness of existence, knowing that the divine is not confined to a single path, a single voice, or a single name. It moves like the wind, dealt differently by each who experience it, yet undeniable in its presence. I no longer seek to measure truth by the limits of my own understanding, for I recognize that every sincere heart, in its own way, reaches for something greater. When I listen without resistance, when I see without judgment, I feel the infinite weaving through the fabric of all beliefs, reminding me that divinity is not a thing to be possessed, but an essence to be embraced. In honoring the many expressions of the sacred, I expand my own awareness, allowing my faith to breathe, evolve, and grow. Once, I believed that certainty meant defending what I had been taught, standing unmoving in the face of anything unfamiliar. But now, I see that true connection is not found in opposition. It flourishes in understanding, in the willingness to witness another's journey without fear. The more I release the need to be right, the more I feel the presence of something greater than myself, not as a rigid doctrine, but as an ever-present, living force. Love does not require walls, nor does truth demand battle. I walk in peace now, honoring the sacred wherever it is found, knowing that the divine does not ask for division, but for unity in the vast, limitless embrace of existence.
Poetic landscapes, inspiring stories, mindful insights, conscious creating. Whether you're seeking tips, tidbits, or techniques to elevate your life, become leading-edge creators or gain a deeper understanding of law of attraction, this space is dedicated to supporting your journey, where every thought is a seed and every feeling is a blossom, in the garden of endless possibilities. Stay tuned.
How would you know you're seeing clearly if you didn't see not clearly? How would you appreciate the clarity that you found if you hadn't lived in some sort of discord? How could you live other than living in alignment with Source? Source reminds you of your eternal worth.
Welcome to Infinite Consciousness, a daily inspirational podcast that's dedicated to helping you manifest your dreams faster through law of attraction. Thank you for joining us. We're thrilled to have you here.
Thoughts in bloom. Meaningful connections countless of ways. When voices rise to claim the right, and cast the rest in shadowed night, the sacred light, once burning bright, fades beneath the weight of fight. The soul that seeks to stand alone, to guard a truth it calls its own, builds walls where rivers once had flown, and finds itself now turned to stone. Yet faith was never meant to be a battle waged in certainty, but rather like the endless sea, expanding in its mystery. For wisdom speaks in many tongues, in whispered winds, in songs unsung, in altars carved, in bells that rung, in sacred breaths through every lung. No path can hold the whole divine, no single word, no single sign, but love is there, a golden line, where hearts embrace instead of bind. So let the walls of judgment fall, dissolve the chains, release the call. For truth is vast, it welcomes all, and thrives where love stands strong and tall.
Prepare to be taken on a journey where anything is possible, and every turn brings you closer to a spark of curiosity, a twist of tale, or a choice that changes everything.
What happens when a steadfast believer encounters a group of travelers with perspectives that challenge the very core of his faith? Join us on a transformative journey with Devian, a devoted man who has spent his life defending his beliefs as the sole truth. Through a chance encounter with outsiders by a riverside, Devian embarks on a path of introspection, spurred by a simple yet profound question posed by a kind stranger. It's an exploration of faith, not as an immovable truth to be protected, but as a living, breathing journey of understanding and connection. Experience the unfolding of Devian's internal struggle as he grapples with the realization that his unwavering devotion may have shielded him from a deeper sense of peace. By opening himself to the beauty of diverse traditions, Devian discovers that true divinity lies in embracing openness rather than exclusion. Listen in as we unravel his story of spiritual evolution and the remarkable peace he finds when he shifts from defending his beliefs to exploring the vastness of truth. This story invites you to reflect on your own journey of faith and the shared humanity that connects us all.
Devian had always been certain of one thing. His faith was the only true path. Raised in a devout household, he had been taught from a young age that his beliefs were sacred, unwavering, and superior. He had spent years studying, preaching, and debating, always prepared to defend his truth against the misguided notions of others. One evening, as he stood outside his small temple, he noticed a group of travelers setting up camp near the river. They were strangers to his village, dressed in garments he did not recognize, speaking in a language that sounded melodic yet foreign. Curiosity burned in him, but so did the ingrained warning. They are outsiders, they do not follow the true path. Still, something compelled him forward. He approached the group cautiously. A woman with silver-streaked hair noticed him and smiled warmly. "Welcome, traveler," she greeted him in a surprisingly fluent version of his own language. "Would you care to share a meal with us?" Devian hesitated. He had always been taught not to mingle with those who followed false gods. And yet, the woman's voice carried no malice, only kindness. Against his better judgment, he nodded. As the evening unfolded, Devian listened to the travelers speak of their beliefs. They spoke of the stars as guides, of the river as a living spirit, of the earth as a sacred giver of life. They chanted softly, their voices blending in harmony with the wind. He felt something stir within him, a strange, unfamiliar warmth. It was not the discomfort he expected to feel when hearing false teachings. Instead, it was a sense of wonder, as though a forgotten piece of himself was awakening. Finally, he spoke. "You believe in things I cannot accept," he admitted. "My faith has always told me there is only one true way." The woman nodded, as if she had heard such words before. "And what has your faith given you?" she asked gently. Devian straightened. "Discipline, purpose, the promise of divine favor." "And has it given you peace?" He opened his mouth to say yes, but the words faltered. He had spent his life defending his beliefs, proving others wrong, ensuring that his truth remained untarnished. But had he ever truly felt peace? Or had he been fighting so hard to be right that he had lost sight of the divinity he sought? The woman continued, "We do not ask you to abandon what you hold dear. But consider this, if your faith is strong, why does it need to be defended against others? Why does another's belief threaten yours?" The question unsettled him. He had always thought of his devotion as unwavering, yet in that moment, he realized that certainty had made him rigid. He had mistaken resistance for strength and exclusion for holiness. That night, Devian lay awake beneath the stars. For the first time, He did not pray for the strength to defend his truth. Instead, he prayed for understanding. In the days that followed, he spent time with the travelers. He did not convert, nor did they ask him to. Instead, he listened. He observed. He allowed himself to see beauty in traditions that were not his own. And something miraculous happened. As he let go of the need to be right, he felt a deeper connection to his own faith. The divine presence he had once known in his prayers returned, not because he had proven others wrong, but because he had opened his heart. When the travelers finally departed, Deviant remained in his village, but he was no longer the same man. He still worshipped as he always had, still honored his teachings, but now, he no longer saw faith as a battle to be won. He understood now that truth was vast, expansive, like the river that flowed through his land, one current, many streams, all leading to the same vast ocean. And for the first time in his life, Deviant knew what it meant to be truly at peace. Condemnation disrupts spiritual connection by shifting focus from inner growth to external opposition, replacing openness with defensiveness and appreciation with judgment. When energy is spent proving superiority rather than deepening personal faith, the natural sense of connection and fulfillment within one's own beliefs is overshadowed by resistance. True spiritual thriving occurs through acceptance, allowing the divine to be experienced in its many forms rather than restricting it to a single interpretation. By embracing the idea that all paths have value, one remains aligned with the deeper essence of faith, love, wisdom, and unity, rather than being distanced by division.
And now, your tip for today.
Every religion, including those beyond common awareness, holds the potential to thrive in its unique expression. However, when the need arises to prove one as the sole truth, condemning others in the process, it creates separation, not only from those beliefs, but from the very connection that once flourished within one's own faith. True spiritual connection is not strengthened through opposition, but through the openness to recognize the divine in its many forms.
Loved this tip of infinite consciousness? Desire more? Never miss an opportunity to deepen your understanding and alignment. It's a beacon for those seeking to illuminate their path and live a life resonating with deliberate leading-edge creators. Head over to your favorite podcast platform and subscribe. By tuning in, you can expect to find inspiration, support, and guidance on your journey to living a life that is authentically yours. Furthermore, it not only explores the poetic landscapes of growth and manifestation, but also provides tangible techniques to bloom your desires into reality. Embrace the wisdom and continue on the journey of crafting a crystal clear life. You are appreciated. Thank you.